Hello, I'm Scott Nassif, Mayor for the town of Apple Valley. The town began pursuing acquisition of the Apple Valley water system in response to long-standing public concerns about the significant higher water rates compared to our neighboring communities. We heard stories about our fellow residents struggling to pay their water bills. Those on fixed incomes were in particular trouble because their incomes couldn't increase to match the rate of increases from the water company. We even heard stories from residents looking to move out of town primarily because of the water rates. Our realtor friends were telling us that houses in the town were harder to move because savvy buyers were aware of the higher water costs. As mayor, these are things you never want to hear. We had to act. Since the town started the acquisition process, the California Public Utilities Commission approved another massive rate increase for the water company. If you take a look at this advice letter filed by Liberty in November 2015, you'll see it right in black and white, a rate impact of $4,499,100, a whopping 25.27% increase in rates. Rates haven't stopped increasing. In January 2016, rates increased by 8.5%. And again in 2017, rates increased by 4.9%. Another concern raised by our residents included a lack of control over our water rates. Under public ownership, any increase in rates is subject to a protest vote in accordance with Proposition 218. However, Liberty Utilities, a private company that owns the Apple Valley water system, simply needs approval by the California Public Utilities Commission. The PUC Board of Directors is based in San Francisco and is appointed by the governor. It won't surprise anyone to discover that these folks aren't anywhere from the high desert. One other major concern is the lack of transparency with a private water system. Unlike the town, Liberty doesn't make decisions in the open, isn't required to provide the public or the press with records, and doesn't produce a publicly audited budget each year. Our books are a matter of public record. We operate in an environment of total transparency. As an ardent capitalist, it might seem unusual for me to be supporting this project. It is important to remember that Liberty is no ordinary company. It is a state-protected monopoly over the water in our town. Also, water is not like any other goods. Water is necessary to all life. That's why public ownership of water is not unusual. The fact is, most Californians get their water from publicly owned and managed utilities, not private corporations. Acquisition of the Apple Valley water system came about as results of concerns expressed by our community. With a community-controlled water system, decisions ultimately are in the hands of the public.